Grizzly Rose in SCL Fight Night number 7. Who's ready for our next fight of the night? Introducing first, fighting out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, Ben Lugo.
Well, Ron, our co-main event of the evening, as we talked about earlier, can easily be a headlining fight anywhere, anytime. 145-pound pro MMA, bringing us our 3-division champion, multiple-time Fight of the Night winner, also Fight of the Year winner.
Harley Davidson
won himself
winner.
a Harley Davidson winner for a heck of a kickboxing fight, Mr. Ben Lugo. This is a guy that brings it and is exciting and is talented and is fun to watch, and he just loves to be in there. And you and I talk about it all the time. We love the guys that love what they're doing.
And this is a guy literally that you can tell a Ben Lugo fight. Ben Lugo smiles when he's fighting.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just a happy kid there. So, you know, the reality of Ben Lugo is that Ben Lugo was born to do this stuff, JR.
Absolutely. The proverbial warrior at heart.
Proverbial warrior at heart. And it is so good to have Ben Lugo back.
Saw in his pre-fight video holding a couple of belts there. That's just 2 of quite a number that he has on his wall at home.
Yes.
Both amateur and pro.
And his opponent fighting out of the Blue Core Shooting Center blue corner, Michael Santos.
And Michael Santos is a guy that if he hits you, if he literally puts a hand on you, it is painful and it is a problem.
It can absolutely be a fight-changing experience.
Without a question. Without a question. And the same goes for Ben Lugo.
Yes. Yes, well, like we talked about, I believe when he won the Harley Davidson motorcycle as a Fight of the Night honor, it was for kickboxing.
That was wild.
So, yeah, he's got the stand-up skills, no doubt about that.
To think that he won that fight against Adam Vigil, who is massive.
Elevation Fight Team being represented by Mr. Santos, team top-notch by Lugo. Very close in age. Lugo, a little bit of a height advantage, and Lugo comes to us with the experience advantage. He's been doing a lot of this for a long time. 5 pro fights versus the 1 pro fight of Santos. Both these guys list themselves as freestyle, which can be translated as well-rounded.
Very
well-rounded. I want to make mention in the corner of Mr. Santos, UFC fighter Mr. Drew Dober. We're talking about luminaries in the crowd this evening. He gets to fight finally in front of his hometown fans in Nebraska in his next UFC fight. So congratulations on that, sir. Been all over the world on the biggest stage in the world. Now he gets to do it in front of the hometown. That's just awesome for him.
As does the human highlight film, Justin Gaethje.
Yes.
Fight fans,
Who was
this
in
professional
attendance.
featherweight bout is brought to you by Country Financial and John Caesar, the official insurance sponsor of SCL Fight Night number 7. Now, let's meet your 2 fighters. Introducing first, fighting out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner. He stands at 5 foot 10 inches tall, weighed in at 142 pounds. Training with top-notch MMA with a record of 2-3. From Greeley, Colorado, Ben Lugo. And his opponent, fighting out of the Blue Core Shooting Center blue corner. He stands at 5 foot 7 inches tall, weighed in at an even 145 pounds. He trains with Elevation Fight Team in Muay Thai of Colorado. With a record of 0-1, from Denver, Colorado, Michael Santos. This professional featherweight bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Referee of the action, Dean Abeda.
So there we see the height advantage of Lugo a little bit. Santos coming with the intensity, as does Lugo always. And a couple other great Colorado gyms, Top Notch and Elevation Fight Team. A lot of UFC fighters out of the Elevation Fight Team, and Top Notch just puts them out in all different sports.
Yeah, true.
So we had talked about Lugo being out of the cage for a little while. Let's see if Mr. Lugo believes in ring rust.
I think he believes in staying busy, as he always does. Oh, here come the leg kicks right there from some. Oh, my goodness.
Nice.
They're starting to hurt me. And Lugo's dialing in.
Get Santos to cover up for a couple of those.
And as soon as I saw this fight announced, I literally dropped my phone and it broke. It's true.
Couldn't tell anybody how excited you were.
No. Oh, big hook right there from Santos. Like I said, he's got frightening power when he hits you. And Lugo's so active in there.
Conditioning not going to be a factor for either one of these guys.
No, not at all.
Again, pro athletes in the 145 division, and inside calf kick by Lugo. This guy's really looking to beat up on the lead leg of each other.
Oh, yeah. I always love the head movement that I see out of Ben Lugo. It's really become one of his trademark features, and he just does it so well. As he does that, Michael Santos cracks him with a right hand.
But Lugo was moving his head, so he didn't take the full brunt of the full power of the shot. So
Santos already bleeding from the nose.
Lugo goes with the spinning elbow. Oh, and a skip-in knee. That was brutal.
Michael Santos always has that chin tucked down, never exposes and gives anybody an easy opportunity to hit him. Oh, and here comes the power.
Superman leg kick. Nicely done by Santos.
Oh, nice combination from Lugo. Lugo's starting to unload right there. That jab is ultra effective for Lugo right now.
And he uses the range so well. You know that he came into this fight having studied his opponent, knowing he had the reach advantage, and knowing what techniques he was going to utilize in order to use those to his best advantage.
A cut on the top of the left eyebrow of Michael Santos, a little bit of a swelling on the left cheek.
And that can be a problem where that cut is. That's
right.
Might be coming down into the corner of his eye. What they look for with those cuts is to see if it's going to bleed and impair your vision to where it sets you up for danger otherwise, or if it's a cut, so close to the eye that if it continues to tear, it's going to cause permanent damage, anything like that. And apparently not. So away we go. Punch a kicky. And speaking of, neither one of these guys showing any interest in clinch fighting or ground game yet.
This is the kind of fight that these guys normally fight.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Muay Thai with 4-ounce gloves.
Yeah, totally. Oh, look at this. Look at this action.
And Santos, as he gets peppered by the multiple shots of Lugo, excuse me.
It's exciting, isn't it?
And now starting to wind up a little bit on his own shots.
Big right hand lands for Santos.
And I don't know if that winding up, looking for those power shots, is going to serve him well or not.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And you talked about Lugo always being so fluid, always moving so much. He has not taken a solid stance yet.
I actually don't think he ever does. He really doesn't.
Probably fidgets in his sleep.
Probably right. Oh, and that right there, when you are in close with Michael Santos, that is the danger zone.
That's what you have to watch out for. Certainly has the ability to take two in order to give one.
And one heavy shot, too. And Lugo is the complete opposite style of that, also with knockout power, but the way that he throws, he doesn't throw singles either.
Right. Nice distance management by Lugo there.
Great fight, just what we expected.
This is
big right hand.
Staggered, and the bell rings, and Santos gives him a little growl.
And that was excitement right there.
Indeed. Gonna get the doc in to take a look at the cut over the eye of Mr. Santos. I love it. Doc Alex actually giving them a couple of minutes to work on it, close it up, see what they can do to staunch the bleeding, then he'll go in and assess how it is.
That guy really is the best fight doctor in the game as we take a look at the blue core.
Rushing right hand twice
from Lugo.
My goodness, look at Santos' ability to take a punch in this replay. And I think as they were looking over at the corner of Santos, I hope we can get a shot in that corner again. I think he has a giant opening on the left part of his lip. I think his lip's almost torn open. Santos saying he's ready to go. No quitting that man.
Michael Santos is one tough dude. I love watching both of these guys fight. I mean, I broke my phone over this. So
this is a phone-breaking fight.
This is a phone-breaking fight.
PBF, phone-breaking fight.
But you're right, JR. I think he does have some kind of cut on that lip of Michael Santos. It's shedding a little chi, as you like to say.
I think Santos is going to get to up his stitch count a bit this evening. Who was it? John Wayne Parr that always liked to keep track of his stitches, I believe.
He's got the best Instagram going. And a takedown from Michael Santos.
Check that out. So see what Lugo wants to do, and what he wants to do is get back up immediately. Santos goes back to leg hunting. Lugo underhooking, looking to bring up the head of Santos.
Really good job.
Yep, if you change your opponent's head level, keep them from dropping down and pulling out, makes it really difficult to get that takedown.
Michael Santos is literally bleeding everywhere.
And Lugo has his legs positioned as such that Santos unable to clasp his hands, and that allows Lugo to let go of trying to leverage the head and go to work with some punches.
Yep.
And Lugo's feeding that hand through deep.
Yeah, looking for that choke maybe, but
probably have to drop to guard to close that off, which I don't think he wants to do, but I think he's probably saying to Santos, if you put me on the ground, your neck's in danger.
Yeah, exactly.
So think about whether or not you want to put me on the ground.
Yep. Referee separates the two men, and there comes, beautiful combination from Lugo. Double jab and a follow-up right, land flush.
Yeah, he just has a target now with the blood there.
Smart for him to go to leg kicks to set up anything to the head now.
And that was right after his corner said mix it up. We talked about it earlier in the evening, the ability to listen.
Yes, sir.
Big part of the fight game.
Yes, sir. And this is really where Michael Santos is the most dangerous, actually. You think you have him hurt. He's not hurt.
Yeah.
He's literally waiting for you to make that mistake inside. and catch you with one of those devastating hooks that he throws with superior power.
Yeah, the wounded animal. Yes, sir.
The wounded animal. Good way to put it.
Not what I'd choose for a fight moniker, but yeah.
Yeah. And you can hear Michael Santos' corner saying, we need combinations.
You talk about Santos waiting for the mistake. That's one of the things about Lugo, and that constant movement is that mistake doesn't present itself, and if it does, it's in transition. So you're not going to see it and then capitalize on it. You have to be so good that you're looking ahead for it.
Beautiful short inside hooks landing for Ben Lugo, just precision striking.
Santos looking to fire back, but Lugo managing the distance very well. He's taking those shots a little bit, but he's out on the end of them and just kind of skipping.
Never stops moving that head, never stops moving, period. But never stops moving that head, chin tucked down, beautiful technique, hands up, great defense. You can't ask for anything more.
And look at that wing check on one side, hook on the other.
Yep.
If you're going to put it in a book of how to do
That's
that,
how you do it.
That's exactly what you should see. Then Santos comes through with the blistering leg kick. I'll tell you, for as much as these guys have worked on each other's lead leg, it really doesn't seem to have affected either fighter, and by now it should have.
It's amazing that these guys are still standing with those leg kicks.
And something we saw Lugo doing earlier that we haven't seen a lot, and I'm actually going to be interested if we start seeing this as a technique that's utilized more often, and that was an inside calf kick.
That's right.
Haven't seen
a
a
la
whole
Dan
lots
Henderson,
of that.
right?
Yeah, indeed.
And then the big overhand right. The other thing that I've always noticed about Ben Lugo is he gauges distance so well.
It's a scary thing to do.
It really is.
Tell yourself, I'll just be just barely out
just
of range.
outside, right?
Just enough.
That's right. That's right. And you know, again, against a power hitter like Michael Santos, you are just playing such a dangerous game. But that is the hours in the gym. That is the years of the grind, and here's the results of it all for both of these guys, really.
Look at Lugo's footwork. Back circle. Never lets his back be against the cage.
That's right.
Never lets himself be in a position where his mobility is going to be shut down. It's wonderfully well done. And for as much as Lugo is moving, Santos' conditioning just as good because he's coming right after him.
No question.
The whole time.
No question.
Job by the cage crew getting things cleaned up in there.
It looks like the upper lip of Michael Santos is what's cut up there, JR.
Yep, there we go, yeah. Sure enough. Ugh. Oh,
bad one.
And I'm looking at the corner of Lugo right now, and all I see them saying is keep moving your hands, keep moving your hands. They're not signaling takedown or anything.
No.
Lugo gives a little pound on the heart, showing Santos respect, basically saying, hey, I respect what you're doing right now, sir.
And you have to respect each other. Look at this.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Look at
Lugo
this.
just loves to be in there. He's having a good time, and he's got somebody that is
a willing dance partner.
There you go. Well stated. I'll quit talking. No, I won't.
You better not.
Round 3.
Third and
what
final.
What a treat this has been.
We knew this was going to be like
yeah,
this.
Fair enough.
Look at the shucking ability right there of Lugo. Obviously practicing that takedown defense extensively lately.
So many great wrestlers in the top notch, Jamie. You've got to be a defensive takedown artist. So if you're in the corner of Santos between rounds, what was your advice to him?
I was really just thinking that. I think for Santos, I got to tell you, I think what he's got to do is take advantage of leg kicks to open up something to the head. I think Lugo's just playing the distance game really, really well. And I think that for Santos to be able to get inside and really let that inside power go is what he's got to get accomplished here.
Lugo's management of distance is so precise that even though he's the one that's evading, it's not like he's the one that's backing up all the time. He's just cutting angles, he's moving off to the side, and he's there to pop you with something as you come in.
Exactly right.
So he's not just playing a defensive game and trying to run away from his opponent's strikes or power. It's just masterfully well done.
He's an opportunist. He always has been, too. He has been lured into brawls, though, late in fights especially. So I don't know if Michael Santos can lure him in, but if he can, that really could be where, Ben Lugo loves to please the crowd.
Right.
And Michael Santos loves to please the crowd. So you get into one of those exchanges late in the fight, anything is possible, JR.
Lugo mixing it up nicely with the uppercut there.
Very skillful fight tonight from both of these guys. I do give this advantage right now to Lugo. But again, Michael Santos is always dangerous. I mean, he can end the fight with one punch, as we've seen him do many times. Great hook right there from Lugo, lands hard.
Santos been thwarted on a couple of takedown attempts here. He's going to have to set it up a little better than that now. If you're going to your second or third try without setting it up and it's not working, it should tell you. Gets popped a couple of times with a good stiff jab from Lugo. Lugo, it's about only maybe the second or third time he's let his back touch the cage, and that not for very long.
That check hook of Ben Lugo's is just nasty. And that power hook of Michael Santos is nasty too.
Less than 2 minutes left in the fight. Santos' corner, what a great job controlling the blood flow.
Look at that corner. I mean.
Yeah, well, fair enough. All right.
Are you kidding me? It's not like this is their first day at the office. Big hook lands for Santos. Lugo takes it well.
This is where he talked about Lugo wanting to entertain the crowd.
Get
into a brawl. He's letting Santos get a little closer now.
You could see Lugo thinking, reset, and drop the chin. And this is where Michael Santos is extraordinarily dangerous.
Yes. Now Lugo hunting for the takedown, has his hands together.
Oh, fantastic job. He waited for the perfect time to cinch that in. But look at the ability of Michael Santos to just get right back up, a la Chuck Liddell.
Nicely done. Controls the wrist on the way up, minimizes damage that he takes. Very technical sequence by Santos there.
Man, these guys are good. These guys are such good fighters.
Just over 30 seconds to go.
Oh, big, hard shots lands from each of those guys at the same time. Lugo's doing such a beautiful job of popping that jab. Just popping that jab so well.
Yeah, all night long letting Santos know if you're willing to close that distance, it's going to cost you to do so.
Yeah, you're going to pay.
10 seconds left.
Look at him, he's saying, let's go. That's where Michael Santos is a knockout artist. Fantastic fight.
What great technical precision by both.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Lugo, happy to be back.
And we are happy to have him back.
Yes,
we really
sir.
are. And I will always be a Michael Santos fan.
Welcome to the pro ranks, sir. Well done. Thank you. Already tending to some of those cuts on Santos. Rightfully so. Yeah. On the replay, we see when Lugo finally went for the takedown, got his hands together very nicely and low enough that all he had to do was get a little pull, able to leverage his opponent down to the ground. To Santos' credit, he said, just like Chuck Liddell, oh, I'll just stand back up, that's okay.
And people have no idea how hard that is to do.
Yeah, so true.
That really is one of the most underestimated ability or undervalued abilities especially in a really tough fight. To be able to do that late in the fight too. I mean, you're talking about just unbelievable conditioning, the wherewithal to be able to think that through, and just to be able to get in the positions that allow you to do that.
Up to Brent, he's got the paperwork in hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 professional rounds, we go to the judges for a decision. All 3 judges score this bout 30-27 for your winner, Ben Lugo!
Get that man a nickname.
Unbelievable.
Was that your thoughts for a nickname?
Unbelievable?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
All right, well done.
It works well. It works.
Hey, Ben, great fight, hard-fought decision. I'm sure you got some people you'd like to thank. We're going to give you that chance right now.
Yeah, I just want to, first of all, I want to thank every single one of you for coming out and supporting all the fighters. We bust our ass for this. You know, a shout out to Santos. He's one tough-ass dude. I appreciate the fight, big dog. And I want to thank all my sponsors, Dixie Water, 5starcos.com, and Liquid Luck Productions. Also, Black Label MMA for making all these sweet shirts. The Alvarez family, both top-notch over here. Man, you can't ask for better coaches. They're always by my side supporting me all the way through. Got J-Train, Choo-Choo, baby. And then we got Vicky and Ken Alvarez always coming out, giving all the love. I love you guys.
Thanks, Ben. Exciting fight. Can't wait to see you back in the cage. Ben Lugo, everyone.
Bailey again backstage at SCL Fight Night 7. I'm here with Ben, the bearded assassin Lugo. Ben just won his fight against Mike Santos. Ben, this was one of the fights that I was looking most forward to, and I think every fight fan in Colorado was. How do you feel about your performance?
I feel like I did really good. I had some awesome support in my corners from my coaches. And yeah, overall it was a good fight. He pushed the pressure a lot. He brought it to me, you know, I feel it. And I'm just happy with my performance and the outcome, so I worked hard, you know.
We've done a little bit of sparring together. I've always been impressed with your speed and your movement. How do you feel about your performance?
You know, I feel like it was pretty good. I feel like I could have got off a little bit better in some spots, but overall, you know, I feel like my speed played a good part tonight. You know, I was catching him off guard when he was coming in a lot, so, you know, cutting him short. It felt good.
What are you looking to improve on with your next fight?
Just getting off a little better. Overall, just being better, getting better all around. You know, you never stay at one level if you want to progress and get big, you know. So I'm just looking to get better all around.
I always like when fighters call out who they want to fight next. Do you have someone in mind?
Anybody that wants to fight.
Congratulations on your win. Happy for you. Enjoy your night.
Thank you.